Hey guys, it is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome to IFYL. I am so glad that you stopped by to catch the program. If you're new, just grab your phone and launch that camera app for me, pointing to the QR code on the screen. Click on the yellow oval, and that will take you over to my link tree, which is just believemeachieve.com. You have John's Daily National videos of the days. You have my recent articles. You have John the Science Guy, and there's so much other great stuff. Definitely check that out. There is so much there that I think you're just going to be blown away once you get a chance to take a look at it. So we start on a Saturday and we roll all the way through the week, and we end on a Friday with seven different versions of our master topic. We'll get into that in just a second. But I do want to thank our friends, colleagues, and wonderful associates for coming back for so very long. You know, we are going to be coming up on our birthday very soon for this show. You know, I have a couple of the shows, but we're going to be celebrating our birthday very, very soon. And, you know, I think we might actually get a cake. We might actually get a small cake, and we might sing happy birthday to the IFYL show. I think that would be really, really cool, right? All right. And again, thank you so much for everyone that's been following me. And I hope some of the new people become loyal, just like the people that have been with me for so long. Let's get to the master topic. But before we do that, I want to share with you, I'm going to say a gentleman. He's actually an animal. His name is Jonathan, Jonathan. He's known as Jonathan the Tortoise. And he turns 188 years old today. And this is actually, as of today, I learned about it, but he actually would be 188 days and 3 days old, because this actually, some of this feed sometimes comes in a little bit late. So he would have been 188 years old exactly, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know when? 2 on November 12th. So he's the oldest living land animal alive. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, really amazing. All right, so let's get to that master topic, shall we? Everybody ready for the master topic? Here it is. How to ask the universe questions. All right. So when you ask the universe questions, you got to be a little playful. All right. You can't be like, hey, universe, you got to give me an answer. The universe doesn't work like that. The universe likes to play around. Not a bad way, but it just doesn't always want to be direct. In fact, when something in your life is going a certain way and the universe wants you to change, well, it throws a pebble at you. And you might say, oh, what's that doing? You just throw the pebble away. And then you didn't pay attention to the little pebble. It throws a rock. What the heck? Throwing a rock. Then, after the rock didn't get any attention, it now throws a little bigger rock, almost like a small boulder, very, very small though. And if that doesn't work, which is pretty big compared to the pebble, compared to the rock, it says, all right, I'm going to throw a brick at you. If you don't respond to the brick, and then decides to throw a couple bricks at you. And if you still don't respond, then a tower moment happens, and the entire wall that you're surrounded on comes down right on you. I think that's pretty powerful. So the universe is here to help us, but we have to do some of the work. We have to do some of the work energetically, right? You've heard me say that if we project what we want out to the universe, it will come into our life. You don't have to know how it will come into your life. You just have to project it out there, and it will. A lot of people want to do something just for now, but they don't want to be steadfast in a pattern to do something as a habit all the time. And then they wonder why the universe isn't working for them. Because you didn't learn the lesson. Right? Does the universe have to send rocks at you again? Pebbles, rocks, boulders, bricks, or bring a whole wall down around you? I want to share something else. When you start to get in touch with the universe, you're going to find that people around you are there, but they're just there. Like, they don't have as much importance to you as they did before because you now know that you're connected with everything. Now, I think this is kind of wild. And when somebody comes up to you and says, "Hey, John," or, "What's going on?" "Oh, not much." And you're going to see that they're digging and dying to know what you're about. I think the best thing to do a lot of times is to keep your mouth shut and to carry a very big, soft stick. And I also feel that when you do that, you can observe from afar. And if people still are not reciprocating, if people are not being kind to you, don't lose sleep over it. There was a lady the other day I was coaching, and I told her, look, just let it roll off your back. If you're in the shower, let the water just roll off your back. If you don't take a shower, think of it like one of the greatest waterfalls you ever went to see. Just imagine all that stress just draining right off the waterfall, just kind of just pouring right off. That feels good, doesn't it? Ask the universe a question, you'll get an answer. All right, so if I ask the universe a question, I'll get an answer. Now, you can't say to the universe, hey, I want to know how many inches of this. No, it doesn't work like that. The universe is good in giving you answers to concepts. Give you yes or no. You can say, hey, gee, universe, should it be 6.5 inches? And it'll answer that. But the universe is not going to tell you, well, it should be 6.25 by 3.78 with a 16-inch circumference diameter. It's not going to do that. Sorry. And I think people get disillusioned as they're expecting more information to come out of the universe. But the universe has a lot to share with you. It's just that you're not in tune to how to pick it up. Not in tune to how to pick it up. So you want to know an answer to a question. This question you want to know the answer to might be something pretty remarkable in your life. But you know that you just can't get an answer to it. And it's not because you're not smart. You're very smart. It's because you're not allowing the energy of it to flow with you. Now that sounds like really deep, out of like a sci-fi novel. But it's true, ladies and gentlemen, everything that happens in our world is all controlled by energy. So I've talked about the importance of being grateful, right? We said that before. But how about when you start your day and say, hey, universe, I'm not really sure what path I'm going on today, but it doesn't matter as long as you're with me. And you can add some religious affiliation, depending on what your religion is. But when you start to respect the universe, it starts to respond in kind. So if you did a lot of things for somebody and you didn't get repaid by it, the universe will reward you. If you got paid for what you did, then you've already gotten your pay. But the universe does want to repay you when you tip the scales of karma and you go overboard. Now, the universe also does take away when you put out negative karma. That's wacky, John. No, it's the truth. So maybe you want to ask yourself a question like, you're on the fence between taking a trip between, I don't know, Africa and Bermuda. And you might say something like, hey, universe, I'm on the fence. Which one should I take? If I should go to Bermuda, then show me a picture of the Bermuda Triangle. If I should go to Africa, then let me hear the song Somewhere Down in Africa by Toto. Now, you might say, John, but you're conditioning yourself. Well, no, you're not, because the universe is going to present these things. It could be through social media. It could be there's somebody around you. But just be open to how the message comes to you. There was a very good story. It was a religious story, but I'll leave out all the religion in it. But here's what it was. There was a gentleman, and he fell down this very big well. He's in the well, and there's no water in it. I mean, it was basically a new well. They were digging, and it was still kind of in construction. And he fell down the well, and there was no way for him to get back up. It was like impossible. So he wants help. So all of a sudden, this person comes by, and he says, "Hey man, I brought you a ladder so you can climb out." "Oh no! I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Somebody's going to save me." Okay. 2 hours later, another guy comes by. He has a rope. He says, "Hey man, I got a rope for you. I want to help you." "No. I don't need the rope. Somebody's coming by to save me, but thank you." "Okay, sure, yeah." Another guy comes by about maybe an hour or two later, and he actually brings him basically a bunch of balls that he was going to drop into the well, so that as he would drop in, the balls would basically go up, and they'd be able to just step enough onto the slope and be able to get out. No, I don't need that. Somebody's going to save me. So another person comes in and gives him has hiking boots, like they can kind of like put spurs into the wall, so you can kind of like climb up the well, and a carabiner clip with a strong harness to put around him. No, I got somebody's going to save me. So about another hour later, the final person came from the religious proverb, and he goes, why didn't you help me? I'm nearly dying here. And he comes back and he says, "But I did. I sent you somebody with a ladder and you refused. I sent you somebody with a rope chain. You refused. I sent you somebody with balls that they could pile up. I sent you with somebody with combiner clips and a harness to help you get out of the well." And he just said, "That was me." He says, "I sent all those people to help you." You see, you were so struck on the fact that the person that was going to help you was going to come from this certain source. But sometimes the help we need doesn't come from where we expect it to come from. And when we realize that, when we humble ourselves to know, hey, I'm happy to take help from anywhere, right? Does it happen today because people have pride and ego and they don't want to just have somebody help them unless it's like somebody of their caliber or higher, which I think is really rude? Or does it happen because we think we can just do it ourselves? Why? People will show up to help you all the time. But don't be dissatisfied when the help comes from a different way, a different angle, a different channel than you expected to come from. Because the help that you may get may be better and more efficient than the help that you wanted to get. Just like when you ask the universe for an answer to a question, don't be upset when the universe says no right now. The universe is not saying no to you. It might be saying no for the moment. But that's only so the universe can give you something better for you or give it to you later. See, these are things that are flagships of our world. And I think as people, we have a duty in living the very best life we can to be open to the messages that come to us. Now, we may not like the messages, but they might be what we have to hear. So if you're still struggling with how to ask the universe questions, we're going to go over this more and more. Tonight, what I want you to do is think about that question you want to ask the universe. Write it down on a piece of paper. Before you go to bed, ask yourself the question. If it should be this, show me whatever. But be descriptive about it. If it should be this, show me that. And your brain's going to play some tricks with you. I know, like when I was doing this, one of my things was to see a certain color dog. Well, I kept seeing dogs, but they were different colors. And the universe was just trying to see if I was paying attention. Pretty cool. Ladies and gentlemen, I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's been a privilege, been a pleasure, been an honor to be with you this amazing Tuesday evening, November 15th. I hope you'll like, love, and support the channel. Definitely comment below. And of course, share this out with everyone you know on social media after you've tagged everyone. And then be sure to go to my YouTube channel, John Space C Space MORLEY Space Serial Entrepreneur, and look for that key phrase, help keep our content free. Click on that PayPal link and make the choice to buy my team and I a savory cup of hot chocolate, a refreshing beverage, or perhaps a scrumptiously delicious dessert. Either way, we'll be grateful with those pennies and dollars. We'll invest them into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software, even new facilities to give you the most jaw-dropping motivational content to empower you to change your life for the better, if that's what you really want. Hey, everyone, I hope you learned something tonight. And we're going to keep sharing more about the untold secret of how to ask answers and get the ones that you need the answers to for those questions. We'll keep this conversation going. But until then, ask a question that you want the answer to and feel the question in your heart. Have yourself a great night, everyone. And I'm going to see you, you know when? I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. So have yourself a great rest of the evening. All right. Take care.